So I cannot believe this, that I did not see this when this happened. So this is a tweet, obviously, that was posted. It's been referenced a few times from like 5 days ago. I cannot believe I haven't seen this. I got an email earlier today that mentioned it, and I am without question the last person to cover this. Like, I don't necessarily like when I come up with ideas a lot of the time from my Twitter feed, and obviously, with the covering an NBA stuff, maybe not everything WNBA is coming up on the Twitter feed right now, and maybe some like smaller things are slipping through the cracks. But this is something that I'm like, I think a lot of people are pointing it out like it's some gotcha, but I really don't think it is the biggest deal in the world. So if you guys don't see this right here, this is the these are the Team USA. And these are the player numbers. So obviously, Kelsey Plum, number 5. Jackie Young, 13. You have Griner, 15. Chelsea Gray, 8. Kalia Copper, 7. And then everybody that was not on the roster is above number 15. Everyone that was not on the most recent roster. So if you guys don't know, basically, when it came to FIBA rules, so I just want to see Team USA Olympics women's basketball. I want to see what numbers did they all wear these numbers when they played. So it looks like they did. So if you look here, Taurasi's in 12, Jackie Young's 13, Chelsea Gray's 8, Kalia Copper's 7. So all the players kind of kept their numbers. And if you guys don't know, when it comes to this, these roster spots realistically, or these numbers, used to represent 4 through 15. So there was an old FIBA rule, and Team USA are obviously sticking with it. I just want to check, is it the same in the men's basketball? So if you look at the men's team from the last Olympics, yeah, it's the exact same. So Team USA are obviously, they're sticking with the FIBA rule, the old rule, which used to be that in FIBA play, numbers 4 through 15 have to be used, which is why LeBron originally wore number 6. Kobe wore number 9, if I'm not mistaken. Did Kobe wear 9 or 10? Or was Wade 9? I can't remember. But like KD's been 7. So that was kind of a rule. But there is no longer a 4 to 15 rule as far as I'm aware. And there's even like talks here about why does the US national team only wear 4 to 15 while other teams go 0 to 99. Schroeder wears 17. Why do USA basketball, old international rules, yada yada. FIBA dropped the rule in 2014 and they still use 4 to 15 to maintain a level of tradition. So everybody's going mad that Caitlin Clark is not wearing number 22. They're just random numbers. They are wearing reversible overshirts where they're wearing random numbers. When Caitlin Clark makes the World Cup team, this is USA. She is not going to be wearing 22. She is going to be wearing some number between 4 and 15. There's the reason Asia wears 9. A lot of people are pointing it out and being like, oh, why is Caitlin not number 22? But it's because USA basketball want to keep the 4 through 15 tradition, and the rest of the players were given random numbers. Paige is wearing 19. Like, let's see what Paige Bueckers wore when she played for USA. She wore 5. And ironically, Caitlin Clark is wearing 17. Do you know who else has worn 17 for Team USA? Paige Bueckers, but she's wearing 19 this time. They're giving random numbers. They were giving random numbers. Caitlin Clark, when she played for USA, wore number 6. She wore number 6 playing for them. What number did she wear 6 as well when she won the MVP? I'm not 1000% sure. It looks like she might. For the under-19s, she definitely wore number 6 the first time around. She may have wore it the second time around. I think she did. So Caitlin Clark has worn number 6 for Team USA. And if I'm not mistaken, who wore number 6 at the last Olympics, whether or not Caitlin Clark is going to get number 6. Because let's be real, number 6 is a player that is currently not in this, which means unless it's Taurasi who wore 12, Caitlin Clark is not getting number 6. So number 6 was, unless maybe it's Alyssa Thomas. Number 6 was Sabrina Ionescu. Caitlin Clark is not getting number 6. Unless Sabrina says no to playing in the World Cup, Caitlin Clark will not be wearing number 6 for Team USA. So she'll be wearing a different number. So if you're wondering why she's not wearing 22, it's because they're literally random numbers. They are random numbers being given out. Like PB19, CC17. Like, I've seen a lot of people, Veronica Burton's on Team USA. I think a lot of people are saying, like, oh, you know, these are the numbers they're going to wear. Like, there is you never know. Maybe they'll wear these numbers in the World Cup. But, like, this is literally just a training camp. Why can we not get single digit? Because numbers 4, lower than 4, Team USA don't use. Numbers 4 through 9 are all taken. They're all taken. And ironically, this is actually a half decent point. Someone mentioned that 4 through 15 are the players. And they were like, maybe 16 and 17 were the Olympic alternatives. Because the rumor was that Bree Jones was first alternative. Like, that was a rumor. So maybe Caitlin Clark was second alternative. Maybe Caitlin Clark was there if Chelsea Gray got hurt. And maybe they were like, oh, shit. For those questioning number situation, Kelsey Plum better give up her number. Kelsey Plum is not going to give up her number. She is not going to give up her number. But at the end of the day, look, nobody's wearing 20. They probably just gave random numbers and didn't want to, you know, give out number 22 because Sonia and Caitlin both wear 22 and Cam Brink wears 22. There are 3 players. 3 players that wear 22. And yes, clearly one of them is better than the others. But for the sake of this training camp, if you don't go into a training camp with the mentality of like of everyone's equal, then what's the point of having a training camp? If you don't go into a training camp with the mentality of, look, at the end of the day, this is, we're all fighting for our spots and nobody has a spot guaranteed, even though we all know people have spots guaranteed, then what's the point? Like, sure, I even remember it myself. I remember it myself years ago. It was like a national college team. I fucking hooped. It was like, I think they picked 12, but there was like maybe, I decided to pick 15 maybe, but there was like 25 of us that were kind of in contention. And I was, without question, maybe the 23rd best player of the 25. It was like maybe probably 25 of the 30 best players in the country. And I just remember hooping at the trials. At the end of the trial, I was like, yeah, if we picked based on trial, on basically the training camp type thing, it was like, yeah, we would have picked you, but you were not good enough to make that team. And I'm like, what's the fucking point to this then? So I'm like, at the end of the day, look, if Caitlin Clark, as bad as it would be, if Caitlin Clark stinks it up and then stinks it up in March and she doesn't make the World Cup squad, if there was actual justice in these sporting teams, she shouldn't make it. Same with Paige Bueckers. Same with any of the players that were already there. Someone shouldn't have a guaranteed spot just on seniority. Well, you know that's not how Team USA works. Anyway, yeah, if you're wondering why Caitlin Clark's not wearing 22, literally because numbers 4 through 15 are taken, and I would say there are 3 players that want 22. So they said nobody's wearing 22. Anyway, I'll see you guys.